Hey everyone! Today I will be going over my top 10 favorite and hated shiny Pokemon from Generation 3. So buckle up, Buttercup, because this one's gonna be different. I'm Sabrina and you're watching Saffron City TV. Well, hello everybody! So a while back I started going over my favorite and least favorite top 10 shinies list. I had every intention to continue the series, but I kind of got a little distracted with other projects, so my top 10 shinies lists got kind of put on the back burner. However, we're starting back up with Gen 3. I need to add a few notey notes though. First things first, the name has changed from favorite and least favorite to favorite and hated. Just know that I do consider the word hate to be a very strong word, and I likely do not hate the Pokemon on the hated list. It's just semantics because if you squint your ears really hard, the word hated kinda, sorta, almost, maybe just a little sounds like the word favorite. Not really, but that's about as close as I can get it, while also making my content just a little bit different and not sounding way too much like other PokeTubers that do similar lists. As for my second point, Gen 3 has some really fantastic shinies. Seriously, I literally struggled to make this list because it was very difficult to find shinies that I didn't like. And even the ones on the hated list are not that bad. This might be the most positive favorite and hated list I've done yet. As a matter of fact, I couldn't come up with 10 shinies that I did not like, and I couldn't have fewer than 10 of my favorites because there are so many of my favorites that I had to make an additional honorable mentions list, and we're gonna get there. But yeah, this list is gonna be a little wonky wonk because I have 10 favorites and only 8 on the hated list, so y'all just bear with me. It's gonna be a little different. So, without further delay, let's get into the list. But first, we must take care of some disqualifications. Everybody knows that a shiny that looks basically identical to its original form is a bad shiny. I generally tend to call these the twins. And they are also disqualified. Yep. And the disqualified twins of Gen 3 are Combusken and Blaziken, Regice, and Shedinja. Y'all are too close for comfort. Y'all don't get a spot on either list. Sorry. Don't blame me. Blame Game Freak for doing y'all dirty like that. Now, on to the actual list. Number 10 favorite. Treecko, Grovyle, and an honorable mention for Sceptile. Starting off my list of favorite shiny Pokemon, I gotta say Treecko and Grovyle are definitely winners. These colors, which happen to be 2 of my personal favorites, create an aesthetic that truly catches the eye. And I can't forget to give an honorable mention to Sceptile. Although its shiny tends to lean a little more blue than teal, it still looks incredibly awesome and it still deserves a mention. The shiny coloring of Treecko, Grovyle, and Sceptile is simply fabulous, showcasing the holy matrimony of my 2 favorite colors. Number 9 favorite. Shroomish and Breloom. These 2 give off major autumn vibes. Like wandering through a magical mushroom forest or diving into the world of cottagecore. I mean, just take a look at that stunning red mushroom. It's a feast for the eyes, isn't it? There's something truly special to me about grass-type Pokemon that take on this warm, earthy, autumn-like tones in their shiny colorings. It's like they were plucked straight out of a fairy tale, and I absolutely adore them. Shroomish and Breloom, you have stolen my heart with your enchanting appearance. Number 8 favorite. Aron, Lairon, and Aggron. These shinies are seriously mind-blowing, thanks to their stunning red and teal color combo that I absolutely adore. It's like their bodies have been transformed into this kind of oxidized copper, with that natural blue-green patina, kind of reminiscent of the Statue of Liberty. But here's what takes it to the next level. Their eyes. They've changed from a cool blue to a hot red, making the eyes on this shiny really pop. But here's the real game changer. The silver of their bodies has been replaced with this kind of off-white hue, giving them the appearance of having like bone armor instead of steel armor. This subtle yet significant difference makes them even cooler and even more captivating. Don't you agree? I just think that they look so cool. Number 8, hated. Deoxys. Okay, wait. Don't click away yet. It's not that bad, I promise. It's not that bad, just chill. You know how earlier I said that I don't typically hate the Pokemon on the hated list? Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't hate any of the Pokemon on my Gen 3 hated list. It's just semantics, I swear. In fact, when it comes to Deoxys' shiny, I really don't dislike it much at all. But rather, I think a small change could make a really big difference. Bear with me. What if we swapped the yellow with purple?
The inner machinations of my mind are an enigma.
Teal and purple, match made in heaven. And this color combination would look stunning on Deoxys. But hey, I understand that my version of the shiny might not be everybody's cup of tea. The existing yellow really does not look bad on this Pokemon. Shiny Deoxys isn't bad at all, and if you love it, then I totally understand. It's very easy to adore. It's not really a bad shiny. I just couldn't resist putting purple on it because I just think it looks so cool. Number 7 favorite, Ludicolo. Alright folks, can you spot the trend here? I kinda have a really serious love for the color teal. A lot of the entries on this list feature that color, and I can't help it. It's my favorite color. This Pokemon exudes a tropical vibe, and I absolutely adore it. The appeal of the combination between the darker yellows and that glorious teal. It's just simply irresistible. I mean, seriously, what's not to love? Shiny Ludicolo is better than its original form in my eyes. All I can think about when I look at this Pokemon is Hawaiian vibes, sandy beaches, palm trees, and summertime. It's an absolute delight, and I am head over heels for this shiny. Number 7 hated, Slakoth. Personally, I can't help but kind of wish that Slakoth's shiny form followed the same colors of the other Pokemon in its evolutionary line, Vigoroth and Slaking. Even though the difference between their normal and shiny coloring is kind of a bit of a subtle difference, I really do think that they look nice and their shinies are perfectly good. If Slakoth had shared the same color scheme, we wouldn't be here. Yeah, it definitely would not have made it on the hated list. I mean, and I don't hate it, it just doesn't make sense to me. The purple makes literally no sense. Just imagine the change. Slakoth would no longer be the ugly duckling. It would just seamlessly fit right in with the rest of its shiny evolutionary line. Now, that's a much better look. Number 6 favorite, Duskull and Dusclops. When it comes to making a ghost-type Pokemon look spooky without resorting to the traditional green and purple hues, you know what generally tends to do the trick? Red. Yep, Duskull and Dusclops' transition from their normal kind of dark gray black coloring to this nice deep red coloring is a particularly natural change for this Pokemon. And I couldn't imagine any other color suiting them more perfectly. Let me tell you, these two have some seriously amazing shinies. Whatever or whoever came up with these shinies, bravo. I am absolutely smitten with them. I just really love these shiny Pokemon. Number 6, hated. Spinda. Oh look, we finally have a green shiny joining us on the list. Truth be told, the green on shiny Spinda really isn't that terrible. However, personally, I can't help but think that it would look better as blue. This color complements Spinda beautifully. If this were Spinda shiny, I'm sure that a lot more people, including myself, would find it really appealing. I really don't have much more to say about it other than the original shiny really isn't that bad. I just think that my blue looks a lot better. I think we can all agree that shiny Pokemon are great. And since we can agree on that, can we also agree that you should like the video and subscribe to the channel? Oh, come on, it's a good time over here. Very snazzy. Well, anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying the video, so let's get back to your regularly scheduled programming. Number 5 favorite. Ralts, Kirlia, and Gardevoir. We're diving back into the realm of mesmerizing blue shinies, but this time with a pop of vibrant orange. Trust me when I say that this color combo is seriously to die for. A lot of people really love this shiny evolutionary line, and it's easy to see why. Even when you put the normal form next to the shiny form, they still look complementary. Game Freak, you've done it again. Ralts, Kirlia, and Gardevoir have some of the best shinies out of all of Gen 3, and they still hold their value to this day. Number 5 hated. Shuppet and Banette. Personally, I can't help but feel a little bit disappointed by their shiny forms. Truth is, their shinies don't really look all that different from their original coloring. It's not that they look bad, it's just that they don't look like they've changed enough. Well, I have decided that I am going to take the liberty of giving them a makeover. And at the risk of making Shuppet look a little bit like a used tissue, I've changed their coloring to this kind of light gray, almost white appearance. Now they look more like your traditional ghost. I wish that there were more white shinies out there, and I think that this is a really nice change. It adds a touch of that spectral charm that I think their shiny forms was missing. And in my book, this new ghostly form fits them perfectly. Number 4 favorite. Beldum, Metang, and Metagross. Brace yourself because these shinies are the epitome of awesomeness. I'm telling you, Game Freak hit the nail on the head with these designs. The silver body coupled with those striking gold accents creates a look that is nothing short of just pure badass. I mean, the shinies are basically the luxury package of the original form. It's like these Pokemon have gone from just being fierce to being downright regal. Game Freak, you deserve a standing ovation for this one, cause yeah, it really doesn't get much better than this. They are the literal definition of perfect shinies. Number 4 hated. Sharpedo. Okay, now we're getting to the part of the list where I actually don't like the Pokemon on the hated list. Before, it wasn't that I hated them, and it really wasn't even so much that I disliked them. It was just, I kind of wanted to change them a little bit. Well, now we're starting to get into I'm not a huge fan territory. Not hate, per se, but definitely not a huge fan. I don't like shiny Sharpedo. I'm sorry, please don't be mad at me. I just don't like the purple. There's nothing wrong with purple shinies. Purple is not an inherently bad color, it's just that purple doesn't fit on every single Pokemon. Not that Game Freak's doing that, but still, you know what I mean. It's not always a good fit. And I think that's pretty evident here with Sharpedo. Now, let's take a look at Carvanha, Sharpedo's pre-evolution. Ooh, fantastic, right? Now, what if we take that color scheme and we apply it to Sharpedo? Now look at the difference. That is an awesome shiny right there. The neon green and blue kind of give it this 80s speedboat look, and I think it really takes the shiny to the next level. Sometimes it's about finding the right colors for the right fit. I know that people do like shiny Sharpedo. I just think that the color combinations for this Pokemon are endless. You could have went with orange, you could have went with yellow, you could have went with a different color green, I don't know. But I just think purple wasn't good for this one. I think Carvanha shiny coloring looks great on Sharpedo. Number 3 favorite. Jirachi! Of course Jirachi is on my favorite shinies list of Gen 3. There's a few reasons for that. Number 1, Jirachi is my favorite Pokemon. Number 2, shiny Jirachi looks absolutely incredible and I adore it. Number 3, shiny Jirachi just might be the cutest shiny to have ever existed. Those little red wish tags replacing the little teal ones add so much charm to this shiny. Sometimes it's the subtle changes that make all the difference. Shiny Jirachi proves that you don't need to make massive extravagant changes to a Pokemon's coloring to make its shiny look really nice. The smallest tweaks can really change the feel and the appearance of a Pokemon. Shiny Jirachi will always have a special place in my heart and I just love it so much. Number 3 hated. Kecleon. You may be thinking that shiny Kecleon actually doesn't look too bad. You know what? That's not its shiny. No. This is shiny Kecleon. The one you just saw was a recolor of Kecleon for the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon games. I think it also makes an appearance in the anime, but that's beside the point. The point is that this is actually Kecleon's shiny. Personally, it doesn't hit the mark for me. The change from the red belly band to the blue belly band and just kind of muting the green a little bit, it's just not enough of a change. Sometimes subtlety works, sometimes subtlety does not. But I truly believe that the recolor version from the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon games would make for literally the perfect shiny for Kecleon. So let's just pretend that this is Kecleon's shiny and we can all have a better day. Number 2 favorite. Milotic! Oh, Milotic, where do I even begin? This Pokemon is the epitome of elegance and grace. I mean, come on, it's like a divine gift bestowed upon us. It's no surprise that it secures the number 2 spot on my favorite shinies list. Let me just say, shiny Milotic is a masterpiece. It radiates pure majesty with its delicate light blue accents and that mesmerizing tail of red and gold. It's like royalty in Pokemon form. I have to give her another round of applause to Game Freak for making us another stunning shiny. And I'm not alone in my admiration for shiny Milotic. It's a fan favorite for a reason. Just take one look at it, you'll understand the allure. Shiny Milotic is the embodiment of a perfect shiny once again, and shiny Milotic is an absolute marvel. Number 2 hated. Mudkip, Marshtomp, and Swampert. Once again, don't get me wrong, the purple is not inherently bad. I just don't think that it fits these 3 very well when there are so many endless color options available that would make for a good shiny for these 3. You could have went with green, orange, black. I mean, why purple? Now, these Pokemon are based on axolotls or mudfish, so we could probably make some great shinies if we just took a leaf out of Shiny Wooper's book. We're talking beautiful shades of peachy pink that look like their real-life counterparts. Personally, I think that this is a really great change. You might disagree, and that's totally okay. There's so many other color combos that would look great on these Pokemon. Me personally, I just think these do justice to their inspiration, and I think they look so awesome. Number 1 favorite. Shiny Rayquaza. Yeah, I know, I sound predictable and cliche, but hear me out. Rayquaza's luscious green color transcends into this daunting black, which fits this dragon type perfectly. I mean, come on, how can you not be blown away by that? It's like a burst of pure coolness. It's no wonder why Rayquaza's shiny form is adored by so many people. In my opinion, this shiny Pokemon takes the crown for the #1 best shiny of Gen 3. Even above Jirachi and Milotic, I know. I just love it that much. But I'm sure that many of you agree because shiny Rayquaza is almost objectively cool. It's absolutely 100% subjectively cool though. #1 hated. Please don't be mad. Bagon, Shelgon, Salamence.
So basically, what I was thinking of was, I can't believe you've done this.
Now, before you unleash the fury, green is kind of a typical color for a dragon. If you like these shinies, there is nothing wrong with that, okay? It fits well, it doesn't look bad on them, but me personally, this is a pseudo-legendary, and I believe that its shiny coloring deserves something really cool. What if we took Salamence's color scheme and we flip-flopped it and then applied it to the others in the evolutionary line? We give them these fiery red hues and these really cool blue wings. Doesn't that just look awesome? Sure, I could have played it safe and recommended that we change it to a black shiny, which also would look really freaking cool. But a black shiny already has the #1 top spot on my list, so I thought I would play with the shiny colorings a little bit, and I really like the way that this turned out. Now, I won't hold it against you if you like the green. It's really not that bad. I just really like my shiny version, and I think that if this were the shiny, it would make shiny hunting feel just that much more fun. And that's it! That's my list of my top 10 favorite and hated shiny Pokemon of Gen 3. Oh, but don't scuttle away just yet. I have more in store for ya. Honorable mentions. That's right! It's time for some honorable mentions. You want to know why? Because Gen 3 has so many good shinies. I just couldn't leave them unmentioned. The good news is there are no dishonorable mentions. Nope, nothing but the good stuff. I mean, I couldn't even mention 10 that I didn't like on the hated list. So there's really not a whole lot of room for any dishonorable mentions. So how about let's get on to the honorable ones, shall we? First up, we've got some really great green shinies with Taillow and Swellow. Yes, green shinies that I actually like. Next, we've got some gold and yellow Pokemon really showing their stuff in Luvdisc, Groudon, Spoink, and Grumpig. I know Spoink is not yellow. I'm just gonna put it here just for fun, okay? But Luvdisc gets an extra special mention because its shiny form is a gold heart. Isn't that precious? We also have Electrike and Manectric, who have really awesome blue shinies. We also have Trapinch, Vibrava, and Flygon. These three seriously almost made the list. They really did. I really wanted to put them on the list. They just barely got beat out. Either way, these three look amazing. Next up, there's Cacnea and Cacturne, who kind of follow the same pattern as Shroomish and Breloom. I really think that they look really nice, and they too almost made the list. Lastly, we've got Beautifly with this gorgeous plum purple kind of fall aesthetic that I really, really love. And that's it for the honorable mentions. All in all, Gen 3 has a very strong repertoire of really awesome shiny Pokemon. And I had a lot of fun making this list, even though it was kinda hard. What are your most favorite and hated shinies of Generation 3? Leave me your list in the comments down below. If you enjoyed my video, the best way to tell me is by liking the video and subscribing to the channel. It would be super snazzy if you would. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!